Hey guys, welcome to the Silver Report. Today is Wednesday, February 1st, 2017. Gold is currently trading at $1,203.60. Silver is trading at $17.53. And it's just, we need to realize some of these things that are facing us around the world. We see the reshaping of the world economy and what it means for the dollar. We're facing a very serious problem. We can buy stuff around the world. They're taking our paper. We can buy things, real assets, oil, food, shipments. We're surviving with a deficit, with an economy walking around, a massive military budget. The dollar collapsed a long time ago, and the world knows it. But they have no choice. That's why Iran, Iraq, Libya, that's why these moves are so dangerous to this system. We have Iran backing out and their oil sales. They're agreeing no longer to use the US dollar. They want a more stable currency. The dollar is our only asset. And when they come home, America's been dead a long time. There will be an OK Corral type final war over this currency wars because we have no tangible assets left. Our superiority is an illusion, which if the countries around the world decide to opt out of our Federal Reserve scandal, to opt out of our dollar, we have nothing. We manufacture nothing at this point. We manufacture dollars and put them out into the world, and they must use them. They must buy them. In essence, we've created something that has an implied value. And by forcing the world to use it, we have power. China has the gold, we have the dollar. What do we offer the world? Ensuring the world uses the dollar is the only thing that will keep America's position in the world. Things are changing fast. Just to put it in perspective of just how bad our problem really is. It goes beyond world news. Interest rates in the United States were 6.24% in the year 2000. Our debt is rapidly approaching 20 trillion. Our debt has no ceiling. They're having this meeting, and they have no choice to raise the debt. There is no debt ceiling. There is no limit. There is really no argument left. It's like an alcoholic told to clean up and he can have a new liver, who just goes and lives his last days drunk, even if it's only a few. That's what we have. Monetary managers drunk on printed money. They see the effects are devastating. They want to make the best of it. The drinks are free. Why not? Meanwhile, 20 trillion equals $160,000 of debt for each and every individual citizen paying taxes in the United States. If you in 2000, our debt was nowhere near this high. It has gone from 10 trillion to $20 trillion in only 8 years. 6% interest rates on a $20 trillion debt is about $1.2 trillion. $1,200 billion a year in interest alone. US GDP is only 18.036 trillion. Some other numbers to consider: 6.4% of GDP, or $1.15 trillion, is owed for government employees. Around 20%, or $3.6 trillion of our GDP, goes to entitlements. 3.6% on education, that's $648 billion. 3.6% on military, well, it's about $597 billion is our military budget. Might be the top in the world, but as far as education and military entitlements, most of our GDP is already spoken for. The 1.2 trillion is only interest, not even touching the debt payments, not even paying off the debt, only the interest. Not even 6%. That's unthinkable in this recession. Janet Yellen saying we've reached our economic goals. It's all lies. Even a raise to 3% interest rates is still $600 billion a year in interest payments. It is impossible to pay this debt without continuing to debase our currency. So inflation, the printed money, is still making its way into circulation. We are in, not we, but the sleeping masses for a rude awakening. Nasty surprise, as Janet Yellen so eloquently put it. The way of life you have known is coming to an end. The dollar, as you have known it, is coming to an end. It is a mathematical fact, not just a theory or opinion. It's a mathematical fact, which is why hedging against inflation is so important. Preparing now for this coming storm. It is inevitable that more money is printed, because if it's not printed and we go to face terms with this debt, look at the large amount of our GDP that will go specifically to paying interest and not paying down the debt. So much of this money is already spoken for. The way of life in America. This is why our bridges, we don't have high-speed rail. This is why our schools are bankrupt. This is why there's school crises all over the country where they don't have money, where several states can't even pass a budget, is because we are far in over our head. We've spent too much money, and we will continue to spend more money. And this Keynesian economics, that's when a government thinks that somehow they're going to be able to control outcomes in an economy, or be able to manipulate outcomes in the economy by themselves, instead of a true free market, which is what really made America great. Deregulating businesses is probably the best move that could be made, but some of these other moves where we're directly influencing things in the economy, we cause unforeseen factors and unforeseen businesses to die off. One of the greatest things for America is that the TPP, we've pulled out of it. Your children and your children's children would be homeless, no jobs. They want to outsource more jobs to other nations to influence which nation is going to be able to get the economic boom from America's spending. Having countries in line. This Iran ordeal is something to be very, very concerned about, because, like I already said, they don't want to hold on to a currency by force that is being devalued by these money printers. And this money is coming home. These inflated volumes of currency are coming home, and they're going to affect everything in your life. If we default on the debt, it's going to seriously injure the credit of the United States, the inability to borrow. And in essence, without the dollar, we have no tangible assets, nothing of value to offer the world. Whereas other countries have real wealth, and they're creditors, and they're loaning money. We are a debtor nation. If the world turns its back on the United States dollar, we don't have very many friends in the world. There's interventionist policies where we're in every country, making war with every country, making enemies with every country. We don't have many allies left. The European Union, Europe, our greatest ally, and the NATO force. Europe is bankrupt. The euro is collapsing. The European Union, most of the countries there are just completely collapsed. Italy has like an 18% unemployment rate. And this doesn't even begin to count in things like Social Security in the United States being bankrupt. not being able to adjust for inflation, concepts of like a $15 an hour minimum wage. Do you know what this would do to currency? We're stuck into a system of continued devaluation of the currency. Precious metals like gold and silver are the only way to protect yourself from this systemic problem that cannot be fixed unless there is a crash, unless there is an audit of the Federal Reserve and a nationalizing of the Federal Reserve in a way to where it becomes again a federal program as opposed to the lie. There's a reason they named their private bank the Federal Reserve, to fool the sheeple into thinking that it's some sort of government program and it's private, and they create money at will. And it's necessary because of the money we owe to them that we print more money. This currency is collapsing. It's good to take steps now, to do research and prepare now, while you have these low prices, to get into precious metals. Silver will perform very well. A sinking dollar is great for precious metals, and it's inevitable. Store food away, because there's many people who have nothing but dollars, who are asleep, who are not investing in metals. And when this currency crisis takes effect, they're going to be hungry, they're going to be angry, and there will be violence. So store food. Work on home security. Security bars on your doors, on your windows. Store water. Take steps to protect your family. It's no longer a conspiracy. Their life is the theory. For those that are awake, I thank you guys so much for joining me. If you like the content, be sure to subscribe, like the videos, share. I thank you guys so much for listening. It means a lot to me. Join us again. We'll be coming back soon here on the Silver Report. And remember, stay safe.
Hey guys, thanks for joining me again. I told you we had something special coming up. So what we're going to do, I just got a nice package in the mail. Got two brand new 2017 Canadian Maples. Man, I love these coins. What a beautiful coin that is. Oh, I guess you're wondering about the title of the video. That's right. This is Free Silver February, guys. And I figured since the channel's been doing so good and picking up so many subscribers, I thought it was time to give a little something back to my audience. So for every person who subscribed, all you have to do, guys, is comment on 3 different videos the message Free Silver February. And for everybody who types the message Free Silver February in 3 different videos, each 3 videos, you're entered in for a chance to win one of these brand new silver Canadian Maples. Brand new, never touched by human hands. Well, at least since they've been in my possession. Brand new spotless coins. And they're yours, guys. I'll pay shipping. So if you want to partake in the contest, all you gotta do is be subscribed. Type in Free Silver February. I'll make it even sweeter. Every 3 videos you post that comment in, you're entered in. So there's no limit. The only limit is the amount of videos, because it's got to be on 3 separate videos. Alright, and I'll make it even sweeter since the channel's been doing so well, guys. And if you're new to this channel, we talk a little bit about politics, a little bit about the current economic crisis we're facing that they're trying to ignore. It's kind of one of those fake news sites they've been warning you about. So this is what I'm going to do, guys, since it's been doing so good. If we surpass 1,000 subscribers, which I'm assuming we will, at the current rate, we'll blow past that before the end date, February 27th, 2017, I'm going to double it. So you get 2 ounces of silver, and even more than that, I'll throw in 5 mercury dimes. Absolutely free. I'll pay shipping, and we're going to do the drawing live, guys. Good old-fashioned pull names out of a hat. You know what I mean. So here's your chance, guys. If you want to enter in, It's not that difficult for all my audience, all my faithful subscribers. Everyone who's subscribed, all you have to comment is free silver February and you're in. Alright, but thank you guys for joining me. This message is effective January 27th, 2017. Let the games begin.